Welcome to the walkthrough video for importing a saved game to a new version of Nox Archaist. This process is used after downloading a Nox Archaist software update. This video shows the process for importing a saved game using the Nox app for Windows, also known as the noxarchaist.exe file. If you are using an emulator other than the Nox app for Windows, you may want to visit our support page by going to noxarchaist.com and clicking Support in the list of menus, and then scroll down to the How-To Videos section, and then in that section is an item for videos on importing your saved game. And then on the Import Save Game page, you'll find a walkthrough video for most popular Apple II emulators on both Windows and Mac OS. If you play Nox Archaist on real hardware, we recommend using an emulator to import your saved game to the new version of Nox Archaist, and then transferring the Nox Archaist HDV file to your Apple II hard drive card. The first step is going to be to rename the Nox Archaist folder that your current game is stored in. We recommend putting the word old at the end of the folder name. And then you want to create a new folder on your desktop and call this one Nox Archaist. And now we want to locate the zip file that we downloaded with the Nox Archaist software update. It should be in your Downloads folder. In Windows 10, you can just click on a zip file to open it, like this. If you're on a Windows version prior to Windows 10, you need to have a zip utility that you would then open up to use to actually extract the contents out of the zip file. So what we want to do is copy all of the files from the Nox Archaist zip file into the Nox Archaist folder, the new one that we created on the desktop. Once that is complete, we want to double-click on the Nox Archaist application file, and this might cause your virus scanner to scan the file since it's a new file to the system. And it is important that you use the Nox Archaist application file included in the zip file that you downloaded because the Nox Archaist application file may have been updated in addition to the Nox Archaist HDV file itself. Once you see the splash screen, go ahead and press a key to skip ahead to the main menu. And then select the Import Saved Game option in the main menu and press Enter. And this is just a warning that the save game slots will be erased, but this is a new version of Nox Archaist, and the HDV file that's loaded doesn't have any saved games on it, so we can go ahead and press Yes. And now we're prompted to insert the hard drive with the saved game. So what this is asking for is the Nox Archaist HDV file from the old version of Nox Archaist, the one that you've been playing and last saved your game on. So here we'll open up the Nox Archaist old folder, and then we're going to drag the Nox Archaist HDV file onto the application window of the Nox app. Notice that it blinked a little bit there. That's the application recognizing that the image was loaded. And now, as prompted on the screen, we'll go ahead and press a key. I'll actually need to click back onto the Nox app window to make that active, and then press a key. Okay, now it says insert hard drive with new version. This is prompting us to insert the Nox Archaeus HDV file that came with the new version of Nox Archaeus that we downloaded. So we'll open up the Nox Archaeus folder on the desktop. This is the new folder we created that has the new version. And then we're going to drag the Nox Archaeus HDV file onto the Nox app window. Then click on the Nox app window to make it active, and press any key as prompted on screen. And the save slot import is complete. Note that both save slots from your existing save game are imported during this process. And it's prompting us to reboot, and to do that we can either close the application window and double-click the Nox Archaeus app file again to launch it, or we can go to the menu that's in the upper left-hand corner. Just hover your mouse in the upper left-hand corner and left-click, and then select Reset. And once the splash screen appears, we can press a key to skip ahead to the main menu. And then hit Enter on the Continue Game option. And select slot 1 or 2, whichever is the one with your most recent saved game. And then what you should see here is the what was on screen when you last saved your game. And if that's what you see, then the process worked as expected. One thing to note is that it's important that there's only one Nox Archaeus HDV file in your Nox Archaeus folder, the folder that has the Nox Archaeus application. If there's more than one Nox Archaeus HDV file in the Nox Archaeus folder with the Nox Archaeus application, and you run the Nox Archaeus app, it might load a different HDV file than you're intending it to. So if you make a backup of your Nox Archaeus HDV file, which is a great thing to do because it gives you unlimited restore points in the game, we recommend creating a backup folder and then copying the HDV file to that backup folder. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy the upgraded version of Nox Archaeus. We also invite you to join our player community on Discord, where you can share tips and ask questions to the development team and other players.